Why are immigrants leaving Australia? Australia has long been known as a land of promise, a place of sunshine, stability, and opportunity. Its multicultural cities, world-class healthcare, and strong economy have attracted people from all corners of the globe seeking a better future. But in recent years, something has changed. A noticeable rise in the number of immigrants choosing to leave Australia has prompted an important question. Why are so many packing their bags and moving on? Is it the rising cost of living, changing policies, or just the allure of better opportunities elsewhere? Let's take a closer, factual, and respectful look at the reasons behind this trend. The cost of living is reaching new heights. Housing affordability remains one of the most pressing concerns for both locals and immigrants. According to CoreLogic, median weekly rent across Australia hit $570 in late 2023, with Sydney averaging over $700 per week, placing it among the most expensive rental markets in the world. These rates mark a double-digit percentage increase in less than a year. But it's not just the big cities. Regional centers like Ballarat, Geelong, and Newcastle are also experiencing rental stress due to tight vacancy rates, often below 1%. In fact, many renters across income brackets now find themselves unable to compete. Utilities, groceries, and fuel have also seen steep increases. Electricity bills frequently exceed $400 quarterly, and grocery costs, particularly for fresh produce, meat, and dairy, have risen significantly compared to a decade ago. For immigrants, especially those sending money home or raising families, these rising costs are forcing tough choices. When daily life becomes unaffordable, long-term settlement begins to feel out of reach. Skilled, but still underemployed. Many immigrants arrive in Australia with valuable qualifications and years of experience, only to discover that getting a job in their field isn't as straightforward as expected. One of the most cited issues is the preference for local experience, even in sectors experiencing skill shortages. Even highly qualified professionals, engineers, IT specialists, or nurses often struggle to get hired unless they've already worked in Australia. Additionally, credential recognition can be a hurdle. A nurse trained in South Africa or a teacher from India may need to undertake additional training, exams, or bridging courses, costing thousands of dollars. Studies from the Australian National University and the Grattan Institute also highlight that applicants with non-Anglo names are statistically less likely to be contacted by employers, even with identical resumes. While progress has been made, the issue remains. The result? A growing number of immigrants working in jobs far below their skill level, delivery drivers, retail clerks, or cleaners, not due to a lack of capability, but structural barriers. Changing and unpredictable immigration policies. Australia's immigration framework is one of the most developed globally, but it can also be complex and prone to change. Many immigrants report that navigating this system can feel like walking on shifting ground. Policies regarding permanent residency (PR), skilled occupation lists, and English language requirements often change with little notice. In 1 year, an occupation may be in demand and on the skilled list, only to be removed months later. Visa processing times have also lengthened. Some permanent visa applicants now wait up to 24 months for outcomes, delaying career moves, home purchases, and even family planning. While immigration reforms often aim to meet labor market needs or control population growth, the unpredictability of changes has left many feeling stuck in limbo, especially those on temporary visas, unsure of what rules might shift next. Permanent residency, a long and winding road. For many migrants, the goal is to transition from temporary to permanent residency. However, that road has grown more difficult. Australia's PR pathways often depend on strict criteria: age, typically under 45, occupation lists, state or employer sponsorship, and minimum earnings. Even when those boxes are ticked, the process can be derailed by policy shifts or backlogs. In 2023 to 2024, 57.2% of new PR grants went to people who were already in Australia on temporary visas, showing that the temporary to permanent route remains dominant. However, that still leaves thousands waiting, many for years. By comparison, Canada's points-based express entry system is more predictable and transparent, leading some migrants to shift their focus. European countries like Germany and Portugal are also streamlining their immigration policies to attract international talent. When the path to PR is long, uncertain, and costly, it's no surprise that some choose to explore other destinations. Social integration isn't always easy. Australia is proudly multicultural. Over 7 million residents were born overseas. But social integration is not always seamless. While many Australians welcome diversity, some immigrants report feeling socially isolated. Making local friends outside their ethnic or cultural communities can be hard, particularly in smaller towns. Language barriers, cultural differences, and a lack of inclusive social spaces often limit interaction. There are also occasional reports of microaggressions or subtle discrimination, such as being told to speak English in public spaces or being overlooked in workplace promotions. To its credit, the Australian government has invested in multicultural programs and inclusion efforts. Initiatives like Harmony Week promote understanding, and local councils regularly support cultural events. But there's still progress to be made to ensure all immigrants feel fully at home. Education is valuable, but expensive. Australia is a leading global education hub, drawing over 600,000 international students annually. But for many families, the costs, especially for non-citizens, can be steep. Public schooling is free for citizens and PR holders. However, many temporary visa holders must pay international tuition fees for their children, even at government-run schools. These fees can range from $5,000 to $15,000 Australian dollars per year per child, depending on the state. Meanwhile, international students in higher education often pay $40,000 to $60,000 Australian dollars annually for degrees. While many are promised access to post-study work and PR pathways, the reality can be more complicated. Graduates often find themselves stuck in low-wage, unrelated jobs due to employer sponsorship requirements or lack of local experience, making the return on educational investment uncertain. Healthcare isn't universal for everyone. Australia's Medicare system is highly regarded, but access depends on visa status. While permanent residents and citizens are covered, temporary visa holders, bridging visa applicants, and international students are required to purchase private health insurance. These private plans often have limited coverage and higher out-of-pocket expenses. Dental care, mental health services, and specialist visits can cost hundreds without substantial rebates. Additionally, wait times for non-urgent procedures can be long. A referral to a specialist may take months, especially in rural areas where availability is limited. Countries like Canada and Germany provide public health care to most permanent residents within months of arrival, making them more appealing to some newcomers. Emotional and mental well-being. Behind the financial and policy challenges lies an emotional dimension that's just as important. Many migrants speak of experiencing visa stress, the anxiety that comes with long waiting times, rule changes, and uncertainty about their future. This constant feeling of instability can affect relationships, career confidence, and mental health. Combined with job underemployment or social isolation, some immigrants report experiencing anxiety, depression, or burnout. Accessing mental health services can be tough for temporary residents, and without strong community networks, many feel they are navigating these challenges alone. When emotional well-being declines, some families decide that leaving Australia, not out of frustration, but for a more balanced life, is the healthier choice. More global options than ever. In today's world, skilled migrants are no longer limited to a handful of countries. Many nations now actively compete for international talent with clearer, more flexible pathways to residency. Canada offers a transparent point system and family-friendly immigration programs. Portugal and Spain allow long-term residency through property investment or entrepreneurship. Germany is actively recruiting healthcare workers and IT professionals. Estonia and the Czech Republic are opening their doors to remote workers and tech founders. These countries often combine lower living costs, faster visa processing, and stronger social integration efforts. Compared to Australia's rising costs and complex visa system, the appeal is understandable. Migration data, what the numbers show. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, net overseas migration peaked at 536,000 in 2022 to 2023, a historic high driven by pandemic recovery. However, departures also rose, with over 221,000 people leaving in 2023 to 2024, an 8% increase from the previous year. While many departures are temporary, a portion represent migrants choosing to leave permanently, often citing cost, complexity, and uncertainty. This isn't a mass exodus, but it is a sign that Australia must adapt if it wants to remain a top choice for global talent. Immigrants aren't leaving Australia because they dislike it. They're leaving because, for some, the realities have become harder to align with their hopes. By addressing affordability, improving visa clarity, and enhancing support for newcomers, Australia can continue to thrive as a welcoming, world-class destination for everyone who calls it home. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.